Hey you guys, this is my second video. I hope you guys checked out my first video about the grace that saves. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an awesome video, and um, I'm going to try to do a bunch of these videos, and I'm going to try to keep up to date as much as I can. You know, it only depends on how much time I have, but since it's for God, I'm going to try to, keep up with it as much as possible. So today's message is going to be about the time is near, and I'm going to be reading um, Matthew 25, verses 1 through 13. Okay, so this is going to be about the parable of the 10 virgins. So if you have your Bible, follow along. I'm in the NIV Bible, NIV, New Living New International Version. I think that's what it means. Okay, anyway, let's get into reading. Okay. The parable of the 10 virgins, okay? At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight, the cry rang out, "Here's the bridegroom! Come out to meet him." Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish one said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." "No," they replied. There may not be enough for both of us. There may not be enough for both you and us. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." So far you have the 10 virgins altogether, but you have the 5 wise virgins who had oil and they were ready. But you have the other 5 virgins who were foolish, didn't have their oil. They asked for the wise 5 virgins oil, and they told him no, go get some. So we will continue, pick up in verse 10. Okay. But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went into the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later the others also came. So this is what they said when they came up to the door. They said, "Sir, sir," they said, "open the door for us." Open the door for us. But he replied, "I tell you the truth. I do not know you. Therefore, keep watch, because you don't know the day or the hour." So, a lot of us should be getting a picture of what this really is going to be like. You should kind of, from me reading, a little kind of catch on a little bit to what connects with Jesus and the story about the 10 virgins and eternity. So, right now I'm going to start with my notes. I have 3 pages of notes right here. The first page. I just wrote this, so help me, Lord. I think it's pretty good, but we'll see what you guys put in my comments. Okay. So, the message today is about the time is near. So, we just read Matthew 25, verses 1 through 13 about the wise virgins and the foolish virgins, but I will pick up right here. Okay? We have 5 virgins, right? The 5 wise virgins took oil in jars along with lamps, but you have the 5 foolish virgins, on the other hand, took lamps without oil. Okay, the 5 wise virgins had oil for their lamps, but the 5 foolish virgins didn't have oil. They didn't bring any, and their lamps were running out. So that is basically what this is talking about. And the 5 foolish virgins got locked out of the gate because they didn't bring oil. So this is where it really starts to get into the message, okay? So you have, this really appeals to the kingdom of heaven. The whole thing, the whole story really, and it even says it when you open the chapter, it says it right here. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. So right here already says, it lets you know that this is what it will be like for the ones who are ready and for the ones who are not ready. Okay, so some people will be ready and some won't. Alright? So, although it may seem as if Jesus' second coming is taking a while, it actually is right at your fingertips. So, I will explain this to you. Although it may seem, oh my gosh, Jesus is taking so long to come. He is not coming tomorrow. He cannot possibly come next week. I mean, he haven't came all this time. What makes you think he's going to come next week? Nobody knows the time or the hour. I'm pretty sure in the now I know in the New Testament, I don't know which book yet. I think it's John or Acts or some book. One of those books says, wait, I think it might be Matthew, the book I'm in. I'm gonna try to find it if I do not find it. Here it goes, right here, Matthew 24, verses 36. It says, no one knows about the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven. So if the angels in heaven don't know, what makes you think you're going to know? You aren't going to know. Okay? Nor the Son, but only the Father. So I'm not going to read the whole thing because I still have to retrieve my notes about but I just read in Matthew chapter 24, verses 36. Nobody knows. No, you don't know. The angels don't even know. And if the angels don't know, you not gonna know. They're making all these movies about, like, 2 years ago, about to be 3 years ago, made a dumb movie 2012. I think it was like 2009 or 2010 when they made this movie. And I was saying to myself, wow. I was like, they can't predict when the world's ending. It's an ending. It didn't end in 2012. So actually, it was a kind of waste of money because, I mean, the world didn't end. I don't know if they were really relating to the actual fact that the world was ending in 2012. Or they were, I don't know. But I'm off topic. Let me get back into my message. Okay. So, like I said, although it may seem as if Jesus' second coming is taking a while, it actually is right at your fingertips. So I explained that to you. I'm going to my second page. Okay. The 10 virgins here that the bridegroom, we know that this pertains to heaven, quote, and Jesus is telling the parable, quote, Jesus, I put that in quotes, is here. So the 10 virgins here that's a bridegroom, quote, Jesus, quote, is here. Alright? And now have at the end the 5 virgins who aren't ready, which will be non-Christians, are people who wicked people. If you're not a Christian,